Hey guys, welcome back. It's another Friday, so dev update number 7. Big update this week, so I'm just gonna hop into it. Before I hop into it, one thing I wanted to mention. Everything was working fine in the Unity editor, but when I tried to build this morning, I couldn't get it to build correctly, so I'm still going to be releasing the program for you to download on Discord, but just know that when you open this week's build, it might not work. I'm not sure what the issue is. It'll be one of the things I resolve for next week. With that out of the way, let's get into it. The Shipyard. Okay, the Shipyard has got a ton of updates. One that you'll notice is that it's looking a lot different. So if I fly here, you can actually see that I can see the inside of the station. So there are some shrikes. I'll notice there are some platforms down there. So now instead of that complicated airlock system, I've got something a little bit different. You can see we've got this force field looking thing. And when I step through it, instantly everything gravitizes. Go out of it, anti-gravity. So I figured this is a better way to deal with things. I also noticed that the stations are looking a little bit better. Got some new plants in here. There are also these platforms. So these platforms replace that old ship fitting terminal that I was showing off last time. So the code for that ship fitting terminal was so messy that I had to restart from scratch. And you'll notice when I step onto one of these, I get a scale model of my ship outside and a few points I can click on. And if I click on these points, you'll see that it gives me options of different things I can buy. So walking up to this, maybe I'll buy a missile launcher. Oh, and my ship class is too small and I don't have enough money for that. Yeah, it's $10,000, a little over. So I think for the back turret, I'm going to outfit it with a sniper, and you'll see that that gets put on there. And then for the front turret, I'm going to put this LMG on it. Alright, so now I got 2 weapons on my ship. As you can see, those 2 weapons have been added. And if I hop into my ship, I can test them out. They're fully functional. The sniper's in blue, the LMG's in red. But I wanted to explore the rest of the station with you guys, so let's keep walking. I think that having the outside of the station and the station integrated, as opposed to what I was doing before, where it was kind of completely closed off from the outside, also helps give a lot better sense of the scale of the player. Alright, so now I've reached this main room with a bunch of the ships in it. So I'm going to buy this one. And then I'm going to head out. The other thing I added, just to make things go a little faster, was a run button for when the drone's inside of the stations. So that's shift. I'll get it added to the controls map soon too. Alright, let's get out of here. So now we got a ship that's outfitted with weapons. You'll also notice that the station icons have been replaced with blue boxes. So I'm going to go do some trading real quick down here and show you what the other station looks like as well. Alright, here's the trading station. And here's what it looks like inside. So I'm just going to buy up some ore. You'll notice as you look around that there are a lot more points you can go to now. So if I show here, the game now has factions that I'm working on. That's tied into the story, which I also have been working on in the past 2 weeks. So more to come on that. And also you'll see that each system has a risk associated with it. So this is going to be really important because if you stay in safe sectors, then your ship will be safe, but you won't have that much of an opportunity to turn a profit. And if you go to dangerous sectors, like Dark Outpost here, it's very risky and very violent, but you can also make a lot of money. Let's try going to one of the other systems, and I'll show you that I've also upgraded the jump drive. So before, everything used to take a super long time, but I didn't really like that. I don't think that people who play space games should be sitting around in loading screens. So here we go. Yep, so nice quick transition to here. Same thing if I want to go to Solaria here, where everything is way too bright. And let's go to Orpheus. Yep, so here's another new one. This one was fun to make. And then over in one of the other nebulas, things get a little more hostile, and I'll show you that. So if I'm over here, you'll see this purple nebula off in the distance. So I'm going to go to Nightshade, which the eventual plans I have for Nightshade are that it's going to be a place where there are all these hostile ships flying around, shooting at you. If I go there right now, oh, it looks like I got stopped by a pirate. I'm free again, so let's head back here. Alright, so here we are. Again, since it's such a dangerous sector, wanted to give a creepy feeling. And also we should be able to see, I'm going to look around to see if I can see any flashing lights here, because this sector is actually full of mines as well. So you see that little flashing light? Yeah, that's a land mine, so or space mine, I guess. And if I get close enough to it, you'll see it explodes and takes away quite a bit of my health. So again, one of these features of very dangerous sectors will be mines laying everywhere, ships flying around trying to shoot at you, etc., etc. One of the things I also want you to note is the discounts here are absolutely insane. So, you know, the price of water has been slashed or raised by 36%, which means if you bought water cheaply somewhere else, you can make quite a good profit here. We only have ore, so no profit for us this time around. You can also shoot out these mines if you want to get rid of them from a distance. Also, I began work on the AI, which I will show you real quick. So here are a bunch of different ships. They are all finding places to dock and flying towards them. And as they're docking, so the ships are the yellow diamonds, and as they're docking, they're dropping these drones, which are those gray bars there. And you see they congregate around different places. There are a ton of them up here. There are still some kinks to work out. That one just crashed into the station, and the drones don't actually move yet. But once this is all worked out, the universe is going to feel a lot more alive. My next plans are getting these drones to fly over to these stations and walk around on them. So I've been working on pathfinding, which has actually turned out to be quite complicated. So yeah, that's it for this week's update. Like I said, if you want to download this, you can go onto Discord. But like I also said before, for some reason, this has a lot of bugs in it that weren't sorted out, and I don't know why it works fine in Unity, but in the build it wasn't working for me this morning. Maybe it's just the way my computer's set up or whatever, so I'm going to be releasing it, but don't expect much from it. I will have fixed those bugs by the time next week's build rolls around. That's about it. If you want to know more about the game or you want to join the community, then you can head over to the Discord. I will link it down in the description. And that Discord's also where you can download this week's build. The one other thing I wanted to cover is around Steam. So I'm sure you guys are probably kind of tired of having to download and unzip files. So when I get further along in this milestone, after I sort out the AI and I make sure that the systems are, all the baseline systems are good to go, then I'll be releasing this to Steam Early Access. So stay tuned for that. that's about it. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you in next Friday's update.
Are you ready?